I want to talk about bugs, germs, quickly. Modern medical theory, germ theory, has inundated the modern mind. You ask people, do germs cause disease? Invariably they'll say yes, germs cause disease. Where did you learn that? They don't even know. It's just in the fabric of our cultural consciousness at this point. Germs cause disease. These little bugs, they are the little war makers in our life that create sickness, and they are to be eliminated. Can we please take a look at this? Mother Nature is benevolent. In all of her wisdom, she's benevolent. In her unified understanding of life, there's balance. Symbiotic relationships all over the place. This does not exclude germs. Germs are agents of natural wisdom. When we live out of balance, our bodies lose connection with life energy. There's stagnation in our life. You may have felt it. When that stagnation exists in your life, Mother Nature, in her kindness and in her wisdom, seeks to bring us back into balance. Germ theory. We could go into the history of it, but let's keep it simple. In nature, there's soil, and out of soil grows all that's good. Nature lives within us. The soil of our bodies creates all that's good. In the natural world outside of us, when we start to see imbalances in nature, such as a chemlon, Mother Nature responds. Thistle, dandelion, mallow, all these weeds that creep up in the sidewalks. What are they doing? They're trying to return the soil to balance. They have deep roots. They're bringing nutrition to the soil. They're trying to transform the soil, bringing nutrition back to it. If they could be allowed to take over, eventually the dandelions would give way to other species of plants, and a diversity would emerge, and you would have balanced natural ecosystems instead of what we think is preferable, a lawn. In our own bodies, we need a balanced ecosystem as well. We prefer something that never has to get sick. So we want to eat complete crap. We want to be able to eat stuff that's not even recognizable as food. You are what you eat. As you take that in, how do you expect the tissue of your body to maintain balance? The soil of our body starts to become compromised. And just like a lawn who's lost all its nutrition over the years, and it needs to be cared for, so does our own tissue need to be cared for. How do we do that? We live in such a way as to give all this broad spectrum of nutrition, to allow the diverse flora and fauna within our bodies to exist. When there's stagnation in the tissues, Mother Nature, her response is to rehabilitate the tissues, bring the soil back into balance. How does she do it? Fevers, mucal discharges, sweat, rashes, diarrhea, acute healing opportunities. What is associated with acute healing opportunities? Germs. Modern medical thinking, ergo, germs cause disease. Old school naturopathic thinking, germs are not the cause of disease. They are the secondary manifestation in relationship to a disease condition of our soil. Our bodies are out of balance. And these little microorganisms are nature's effort to compost the soil of our bodies, to break down the stagnant life energy in us and liberate it so that new soil can grow. Just like a tree that's dead will be inhabited by microorganisms, broken down and rotted so new life can come. If you have stagnation in your tissues, it will effectively stand dead within yourself, and microorganisms are coming to help you. They are part of natural wisdom. They are part of a universal benevolence and should be greeted with friendliness, compassion, gratitude even. And we should support their wisdom. When the fever comes, when the mucus comes, we should go home and rest. We should support the effort that they're trying to make, which is to digest complex synthetic residues in our body. We should support that by supporting our parasympathetic nerve response, getting cord treatments, resting, taking enemas, simplifying our diet. Because then the energy of our body can allow this process of germ activity to do its thing. If that germ activity is suppressed, common cold, suppressed, next time it rears its head, it's going to be more fierce, more severe. The common cold is now pneumonia. Again, suppressed. And the pneumonia is bronchitis. Again, suppressed. Pneumonia is adult onset asthma. How have we gotten here? How do we get back? You have to walk back up the ladder. The chronic has to go to the subacute. The subacute has to go to the acute. You can only heal these things through the acute. Or, I'll hold for this, through the grace of God. Only God and nature heal. Nowhere in God's creation is anything exempt from that. And nowhere in God's creation are the antagonisms that exist only in the human mind. Whether it's nations warring against nations or doctors warring against germs. The language of the human mind that we've created is a war. We have a war within ourselves. The language of nature is love. When nature comes calling, be sure to love her. Get support. People are here to help. Get educated. Know what's happening in your own body. Thanks for taking a minute to hear this. I'm Maya Natural Therapeutics, Durango, Colorado. Hoping to help you. Come visit.